How many times have I burned the midnight oil? How many times have I practiced these lines? How many times did I really do that? Before it just clicked into place and I just thought, yeah, it's all because of my hat. It's Sure Detective here, and this episode of the whiteboard teaching stuff is about wisdom, about belief. But it's about more than belief. It's about when you're in a place where you really do not see that you can become anything great. In a place where you don't have any proof, your life goes like this, just downhill, and you cannot go back, but you see a climb. It's the time of the dip. Over here you meet the worst types. This is like trash dipping stuff. This is trash dipping grade type of bullshit that goes on over here. There's the dude above here. You might be here right now. Rock bottom. You're just trying to get out of there. There's this dude over here. Throws you a ladder. There's going to be a guy over here, some other dude, that's gonna say that don't climb this ladder. It's too dangerous. It's better to stay in the ditch. At least I said no, I'm gonna climb the ladder. And I got up from there. When I got up, this dude was gone. He was no longer there. And nobody followed me. Nobody dared to follow me from there. And a lot of people were left on the other side. A lot of you people watching this video might be on the other side, over here, where I came from before I fell there. And over here there's a guy that say, don't you dare go over that. And there's a guy, of course, here that says that don't you dare to go over this. You will end up there. Is that there's no way that you're gonna get to the other side. You could say that over here there's the millionaires. This is success. This is the grind. This is the grind. The ladder. And over here is safe zone. Comfort. Let's stay here. Some of these people want to get to the other side. Some of these people want to go to the other side from there. They have all kinds of stories of how people got there, by airplanes and helicopters and this sort of stuff. When all of these people on the other side, they know that they had to fucking bang their shit against, the bottom and then climb up there. They know that. These people, they don't know the grind. They just don't know it because they haven't done it. And that's the midnight oil burning time. Before you're gonna do that, you're gonna probably hit a very low point though. And you might be there at right now. A lot of people watching YouTube right now are either here or here. Those that are doing the grind, they don't have the time. And these people that are over here, they are doing much too well to care about anybody on YouTube. About anybody on YouTube. They do too well to care about people like me. If this was the Buddha teaching you enlightenment, the grind would be you're letting go of the illusion that you're here when you're really here. If this would be an athlete's journey, this would be the point where everybody says that it's impossible that you can become that great. Like, don't do it. This is the point you get really injured, in the process. This is the point of healing. It's all the dualities of life. This is the point where you have lost all hope that there's any love, there's any pleasure, there's any hope in life, this is the absolute worst of depression. This is the absolute worst type of shit. It might show itself physical situations that are very varied. There's a whole lot of variability there. But the inner human experience might be quite the same in all of these different manifestations of it. So at each point of the journey, you're going to meet a lot of people that are going to tell you these type of stories. On this side, don't you ever go back there. On this side, don't you ever fall in there. On this side, don't you ever climb that ladder. Don't you ever do the grind. You're going to meet a lot of people that are going to say this stuff. And the real winners are those that never listen to anybody of those guys. That are so headstrong that they are not willing to listen to those guys, or to either one of these guys. They're gonna reach to the end of this. That's the difference, like Dr. Dre said. And that's the difference between a life of meaning and a life of meaninglessness. That's the difference between a life that you end up feeling a lot of regret over compared to a life that you feel joyous, triumphant, victorious over. I went through that shit, you know. I'm here to tell you about it. Don't ever expect that the people over here, or the people over here, or even the people over here, are going to reward you for this. You do this to strengthen your soul. You do this to gain some inner character and inner spirit. You do this to experience who you truly are. You do this to go on a territory where nobody else got the fucking balls to go. And then there's an insane individual over here. He's completely fucking nuts. He's climbing this ladder up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and just saying to the guys like, bullshit on your success. Screams at this, cause fuck you guys. You're a bunch of fucking losers. And then there's the most insane individual. This individual is even rarer than the millionaires. This individual is so rare. This individual is rare like a fucking diamond, don't you understand? This individual that is the rarest of the rare, that has climbed up there, has done the grind, and climbs back down. He climbs back down over here and tells to the other people that it's not so bad, you can do the grind, just follow me. And he goes back up. Maybe he gets into fight with them and just please, does the grind again. He goes back up, and when he's up, he screams at these losers over here that fucking losers, just get to the fucking bottom of it. You won't get here with a fucking helicopter. It won't ever happen. He just screams the balls out of him to those, And those people try to say something out of there. He doesn't even hear them. He's so powerful. He has God power because he has grind up the ladder so many times. Every time he does it, he becomes more powerful and more strength in him. Like, it's incredible the strength in the man. Every time he says to the people, to the new and to the old, that you have to do the grind. If you want to get out of here, you have to do the fucking grind. You have to burn the midnight oil. Otherwise, you will be stuck over here for the rest of your fucking life. That what you want? You want to die over here? No? Yeah? And then he starts climbing back up. And some follow and others don't. When he gets up and others come to the surface too, he says to them, millionaires that way. Just go there. I'm gonna go back down. Gonna become even more powerful. Screams at these fucking losers, yeah. Just get to the bottom of that and just grind it up. That's the most rare of an individual. If you meet that kind of individual, you're going to be very, very, very disturbed by him. You're going to be if you ever meet this kind of an individual that has done exactly what I told you, you're going to feel that you're overpowered. You're going to feel that every rule, every assumption, every whatever you had It's just being torn down, just up and down and up and down, and has gained that power in him. You're going to feel completely overwhelmed, like your whole reality is gonna crumble down. This dude, there's something in him that nobody else really has. And it has grown there. It's kind of like the biggest tree, the most powerful, big ass, thick ass tree in the forest. It's just being there. You might not be very appreciative of him, just screaming from them, bunch of losers, you know, get to the bottom of it. He doesn't live for the reward. He lives for the joy of the fucking grind. And that's why that guy is world class. Period on that.